So I've had this old box frame for a while. It's quite deep. And I think it'll be quite good for displaying something. And what I've decided to display is my cursed notebook. So we're going to paint all the interior black, but the outside I'm going to make it look like it's a metal box. There's going to be rivets, there's going to be chains, there's going to be a big padlock on it, and I think it's going to look pretty good. So as a first step, I've started putting a pencil line on here for the middle ground because I want the rivets to all be in a line. And this is exactly 1.5 inches wide, so 3/4 of an inch, that's my line. I've got to do that all the way around, then I'll start placing the rivets. Well, actually, googly eyes. One quick way of making sure that I've actually got my lines in the right place is the fact that if they join up, they should join up exactly on the cut line here, the join of the wooden frame, which they do. So I've done something right to start with. Sorry about the noise in the background. Freya's decided that a Coke bottle is her new favourite toy, and it's the noisiest toy in the world. The first 4 googly eyes are on and in place. I know it looks weird, but trust me, it'll look good when it's all painted. I've now marked off these incremental spaces, just over an inch. It's an inch and a bit, an inch and an eighth, between the big bolts, because there's the 8 big bolts right outside, and smaller bolts are going to go here, or rivets. And when they're all put on, then we'll strip the frame down and paint it. Some little blobs of hot glue. Now I know that these googly eyes are self-adhesive, but they're not strongly self-adhesive, so I always put a blob of hot glue behind them just to make them stick a little bit better. Try and get them lined up if I can. There we go, number 3. Ow, that was hot. And number 4. So the next stage is to paint the whole thing black inside and outside, because that will then give me the base for the gunmetal grey that will be going on to give the effect of steel. And here's our box, painted black, and the backboard too. Now we're going to spray it with gunmetal grey. I like the way it glitters. It's got little bits of metal in it, obviously. I like the way it glitters in the light. We've now dusted the whole thing with gunmetal grey, and it's looking pretty good. Let's pick the bits of grass off it. And as you can see here, I've peeled back the masking tape where the masking paper was holding it, and made sure that that's had some black and some gunmetal sprayed onto there as well, just to match it all up. So there you go. Now just the backboard to gunmetal, and we're there. Done. Obviously a fair bit more work to do yet, but I think you can see if I put the book in the situation, of course it's going to be behind the glass and sunk down, you get an impression of how it's going to look. I decided it might be fun to have a loose page actually hanging out of the book. You might notice here actually I've stained the edge of the book. I've stained the edge of the pages with tea and coffee. But I'm going to have one page slightly hanging out, and I've mocked up the page here. Basically it's just a piece of ordinary paper, and I've stained it with tea, coffee, and I've used some brown oil-based markers to make some foxing, as they call it, those brown dots you get there. Then I've just added some symbols, some of which I've made up, some of which I've copied from old esoteric texts. That one there actually incorporates the SC of my name and the MP of Mark Page that I've been doing the folk horror project with. But yeah, This will be just, I said, it doesn't matter about that side being white because that's going to be hidden inside. But yeah, there's our fake page. So one of the annoying things about this box frame, can you see, is that I can't take the glass out without disassembling the entire thing. And there's like a border inside behind the glass that I can't get to paint, which is really annoying. So what I've done is I've bought some wood edging to go around inside there. I want to make a kind of framework on the front of the box with bars that makes it look like the box has got bars on the front. So I got myself some of this edging. So I bought some of that, and I bought some round dowel. And what I've been doing over here is painting them. So I've been painting the edging, painting the dowel black, spray with a little bit of gunmetal so it'll look like metal. And then what will happen is the bars will actually go on the front of the frame like this, along with the edging going around there, covering up that flash, that white area, which really bugs me. So now I have 4 pieces of inlay, all with 45-degree mitered joints on the end. This should give you a sense of the effect I'm aiming for. Like I said, these will be the bars painted, and obviously I've got these miters here. I cut these miters so that yeah, I'll glue all those in place, and then behind that we will have the book. Right, that edging stuff, that rebate has now been glued in place, and the bars have been glued in place. Still a little bit more dressing to do in terms of the colour of the metal. I want some rust on there as well. Then we'll put the backboard on with the book inside, and we'll see how it looks. I wanted to raise the book above the backboard, so I've got 2 wooden coasters and stuck them on there, and then the cursed book will be like that. The other thing is I didn't want the page to keep flopping open, so I've actually gone through the book and pretty much glued it in blocks using a blob of adhesive, and then I've run PVA all around the edges because that keeps all the book pages together. Now you see it won't open, so it's not going to flop open inside the frame. So we now have the component parts, the main part of the body of it, and the cursor notebook mounted on the back of the string. They're so noisy. And let's put them together. So here's the not quite finished thing. I'm going to add a few more embellishments and things yet, but you get a sense of what it's going to look like anyway. Very hard to do this without getting reflections anywhere, but you do get a sense of what it looks like inside the metal box. Some more rust effects added today. Very close to being finished now. Need to add some chains and a padlock. Final steps, I've added a couple of chains looping around the back like this, finished off in a padlock, and what appears to be some kind of bolt here. I'm now going to dress all those with a little bit of black paint, and then I think we're done. And we're done. It's very difficult to know how to display this because obviously it's going to be hanging on a wall in an exhibition, and hopefully it'll be somewhere where we don't opposite a window because you get this reflection issue. Hello. But yeah, this is how it'll look on the wall, and you'll see the padlocks hanging below it like this, and I think it looks pretty good. So this will be part of the folk horror exhibition that photographer Mark Page and I are planning for the autumn, and I think it's going to look all right. So another project finished. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you. There'll be lots more of this to come. Toodle pip. If you've enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing, or click on some of these links to look at some of the other videos on the channel, or press the like button, or leave a comment. It would be lovely to hear from you. Any combination of those 4 things would be wonderful. Thank you very much.